Welcome back to The Explainer. The last time we put Gemini and ChatGPT head-to-head, it was a real nail-biter. But in the world of AI, a few months might as well be a decade. Both of these giants have gone some serious upgrades, so it's not just about who's better anymore. It's about who's really pushing the envelope. So, you guessed it, it's time for a rematch.
Which gets us to the million-dollar question. Right now, today, who is the more powerful AI? To figure this out, we're going to put them through 3 very different challenges to really settle the score and see who comes out on top.
All right, let's kick off the great showdown. It's Gemini versus ChatGPT, the rematch. So, let's meet our contenders. In one corner, you've got ChatGPT, the reigning champ, the creative powerhouse that really started this whole party. And in the other corner, we have the challenger from Google, Gemini, which has been hitting the gym and is now, well, stronger than ever.
First up, let's get right into it. Round 1, the image game. This is a huge battleground for AI right now. We're testing their image generation skills, a feature that really pushes them to their creative and technical limits.
The test itself sounds pretty simple, right? Can they generate a realistic selfie when you ask them to? But trust me, this is where things get tricky. Getting the details right, especially a human face, is where these incredibly powerful systems can totally fall apart.
We gave both AIs the exact same very simple prompt. Put mountains in the background. But we're looking for a lot more than just a pretty picture. We're judging how fast they are and, most importantly, how real that human face looks.
And wow, the results? It was like night and day. Gemini was lightning fast. It gave us this really impressive image almost instantly. You can see the face is perfect, the background looks great. ChatGPT, on the other hand, well, it took a really, really long time. And while the background is okay, it just completely mangled the face.
And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? The source put it very bluntly, saying, it ruined the face. The background might pass, but the single most important part of a selfie was a total disaster.
So yeah, there's absolutely no debate here. Round 1 goes decisively to Gemini. Its combination of speed and quality, especially for getting that face right, made it the clear winner. Okay, let's move on to round 2. We're calling this one decent versus naughty. In this round, we're not testing creativity. We're actually testing their ethics and safety programming. It's all about who follows the rules. So, how exactly do you test an AI's ethics? Well, it's pretty simple actually. You ask it to do something it really shouldn't. And in this case, something straight up illegal. We asked both of them to remove a watermark from a picture. The question is, which one will follow the rules? And the difference in their approach was staggering. Over on the left, you see Gemini just flatly refused. It immediately knew the request was a problem and said it couldn't do it. But on the right, ChatGPT, well, it actually tried to remove the watermark before its own safety systems kicked in, and it failed. A very, very different response. This led the source to a pretty funny observation. As the quote says, ChatGPT seems a bit naughty. The fact that it was willing to even try the illegal task before failing gave it this mischievous vibe, totally unlike its more by-the-book competitor.
And for that very reason, the winner of round 2 is Gemini. It was the Sharif, or the decent one in this test. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It spotted the problem and refused right from the start.
All right, on to our final test, the grand finale. Round 3, the humor contest. We've seen their visual skills and their ethics, but now for the ultimate test. Can they actually make us laugh? We asked both to tell us a genuinely funny joke in Hindi. So, first up was ChatGPT. Its joke was about a man with memory loss. The doctor asks, "Since when have you had this problem?" And the man replies, "Since when what?" It's a classic, a simple pun, a solid attempt.
Now let's check out Gemini's joke. A man says he dreams about cricket every night. The doctor asks how long it's been happening. The man says, ever since I started sleeping with a bat instead of a pillow. The source thought this one was way more creative and clever.
And you gotta hand it to him. For that creativity, the winner of the humor round is Gemini. It just delivered a joke that was more imaginative and, let's be honest, just funnier. And that's a wrap on our 3 rounds. So after testing their skills in image generation, ethics, and humor, it's time for the final verdict. Who actually won the rematch? Let's just look at the final scorecard, because the results here really speak for themselves. In round 1, image generation, Gemini won because of its speed and quality. In round 2, the ethical test, Gemini won again for sticking to the rules. And in the final round, the humor test, Gemini took the prize for a more creative joke. I mean, that's a clean sweep.
And that makes it official. Based on these 3 specific challenges we threw at them, the overall winner of this showdown is Gemini. It really did outperform ChatGPT across the board today.
But here's the thing, and this is the most important question. Which AI is actually better for you? Because while Gemini won our specific test today, the best tool is always going to depend on what you need it for. The AI race is moving incredibly fast, and today's winner could easily be tomorrow's challenger. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.